No, not really.
What the hell? What a goofball. Hey, guys, sometimes I'm a knucklehead, though. You know what's crazy? I was really thinking, so I was scrolling through Twitter, right? And, like, I was seeing, there was, like, all this crazy shit going on about, like, because there's, like, the vice presidential debate and, like, the Tim Walz guy. And honestly, like, I was thinking, like, dude, I kind of relate to that motherfucker, okay? And the reason why is because he said this one thing right here, okay? And this is going to sound really bad, but what I'm saying is, this sounds really bad. I should have gotten this ready before. Let me see. Hold on. Where is it?
In your political
with school shooters. Yeah. I sat in that office with those Sandy Hook parents. I've become friends with school shooters.
Motherfucker, I almost befriended a school shooter. Do you guys know the story of Bones? This is why. So this is the reason why I relate to this guy. Because I almost became friends with a school shooter. His name was Bones. Bones used to go to my school, right? Yes, I almost became friends with a school shooter. I relate to this guy. See, this is like... Tim Walz, man, you're a little too honest here. Anyways, okay, yes, I almost became friends with a school shooter, okay? There was a kid in my school that I thought was a school threat, okay? I thought the kid was a school threat. So we would help him out, we would give him rides, we'd be nice to him, and he kind of started throwing us, as we got closer to him, me and my friends, he started throwing us signs that he really was a school threat, so okay, we got to double down on this whole idea, okay? One day, he told me that he knows how to make throwing knives, he knows how to make bombs, and the FBI, the feds were on his ass or some shit, some crazy schizo shit, right? And then anyways, he went over, and I was like, oh shit, I told my mom, I was like, Mom, because I go to her for some advice, I'm like, Mom, like, what do I do? This kid's telling me he knows how to do all this shit, he likes shooting guns, and he likes the game, he likes real guns, and all this crazy shit, and he's telling me a bunch of weird shit, and I always thought this kid was a little bit of a school threat as it is. And she's like, you had to tell the principal, Patrick. Like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, okay. I went and told the principal, right? And I'm like, do not use my name. Do not use my name when you bring him into the office for this shit. And I told him all about it, okay? Everything. And then anyways, I'm not joking. He's like, all right, around lunchtime, come to my office. We'll figure this whole thing out. I come down, right? He calls me down to the office. I come in there, and guess who I fucking see sitting in the office is Bones, motherfucker. I'm not even joking. Dude, this is how it felt. He was like, hey, Patrick. I was like, Bones, what the hell? Why are you here? I'm not joking. And then the principal came out, and he was like, oh, Patrick. He was like, I totally forgot. Dude, oh my goodness. He's like, oh, sorry. Hold on, I messed this up. The principal came out, and what he told me was, he said... He's like, Patrick, you cannot drop art, man. You need it to graduate. Go back to your class. And I went back to my class. And then he called me down later and said, hey, man, that was pretty good, wasn't it? I was like, what the hell are you doing? You almost made me shit my pants, okay? And he says, and then he goes on and says, oh, man, I'm going to be honest. I completely forgot that I told you to come down at this time. I'm sorry, man. I didn't realize that Bones was going to be here at the same time. So I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I was shitting myself, dude. I'm not joking. So anyways, a couple weeks go by. The kid ODs on Tylenol in the bathroom, right? Oh, like horrible things. Like obviously he had something going on at home. I feel for the kid. And then, and you know what I mean? That's why, that's the kind of signs I'm getting. And then anyways, he come back to school and he started making threats or whatever to kids and telling he's going to stab kids. And, you know, shit started just ramping up real quick towards the end of the school year. And so, anyways, he has to check in at school. He has to check into the office every day in school, right? And whatnot. So what happens is, because of what I said, because of the shit I said, that he said he knows how to make bombs and all this sort of shit, and saying this all in school, and he was freaking kids out, and he was doing all this weird shit, and then so he had to check in the office every day. So anyways, one day he checked into the office, went to the classroom, And he went to this art class, right? This is by the way, this is new information here that I learned. And so apparently he actually got into the school with the gun, and he had a second magazine. Okay, Bones did. And then he went to the art class, and he was working with a girl, right, as an art partner, and she had to ask to move and not be his partner because she saw the strap. She saw the gun in his pants. Or in his hoodie or whatever, and that she thought, or something like a large object, and he was like already threatening to stab people, so she knew it was probably some type of weapon. So he got the fuck out of there. Anyways, some people were so suspicious of him, he got called down to the office. He's like, because they were asking like, why didn't you get checked in? Why didn't you get checked in, right? They're like, because he was supposed to check in, but he just skipped through there. He didn't get checked in the office. So he went through there, he went back, and then he showed the gun to the principal. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he was pulling it out or something. You know what I mean? Then the principal goes and kicks his ass in the nuts, dude. He kicked his ass in the nuts and knocked him unconscious with some like crazy Muay Thai shit. And then he put him, stuck him under a chair and trapped him. I was like, holy shit, this guy's crazy. And anyways, the school goes on lockdown. Everyone's scared as shit. There's a gun in the school. There's a gun in the school. What the hell? There's a gun in the school. And dude, we're just sitting in there for the entire day in school with police officers around the building, up and down the street. Parents are like, what the fuck's going on? Like, where's my kid okay? Like, what happened here? Right? On everyone's soul, this happened. Yes, this happened in my school, my senior year. And so, the crazy thing is, this all happened when I had the flu. Guys, I had the flu the entire week. But the reason why I came in on Friday, because I would have just skipped the entire week. The reason why I came that Friday and why the rest of the school was there that day, I don't know if he did this intentionally, because it was prom weekend. And you have to be in school the day before prom, right? So everybody was in school that was going to prom. So a lot more people were showing up that day. Everybody was there. So and the thing is, I was fucking so sick the entire week, but I had to show up. And I guarantee you, everybody, if they were sick as well, if anybody else was sick, they were going to school as well and just sicking through. Bro, I was fucking sick the entire. I was like, what the fuck's happening? And then I remember my study hall teacher. I'm great friends with the guy. He actually goes down to my bar and he actually bartended for this guy, right? And he he's like this old guy, and he was on the phone trying to get information, and he said, what? The kid had a what? And he had a list? What? And it was supposed to be all like, you know what I mean? Like, teachers were keeping this out, supposed to keep this on the DL, but we were like, everybody in there was like, dude, are you serious? And we're like, it was a school shooting? Like, holy fuck, man. So, yes. Dude, it was crazy. It was crazy as shit. Did he know how to read? Yes, he knew how to read. Brother did not go to prom. Yeah, that kid did not go to prom. Yeah, no way.
Saw the gun. That shit could have gone way worse.
But anyways, the good thing is, the reason why I like became, and I was gonna say I didn't befriend him because he wasn't my friend at all. Okay, but the reason why I was so nice to him and so kind to him is because because I knew that I had that feeling, that gut feeling, right, that he was gonna do something crazy, and it fucking happened, guys. Okay. And since I was kind to him, if he did go into that school, I know my ass would not be on that list, buddy. I was not on that list 100%. I was not. Because the kids that were on the list got called onto the office. And it was like half the kids in the art class because they were all fucking pricks to him. So, yeah, that was it, man. So that's my relationship with the school shooter, or almost school shooter, okay?
With school shooters. I've seen it.
Hey, he befriended school shooters, man. I understand now, man. You've been sketching out here. No. Dude, that's why I brought up that joke. Okay, he's in a cell with a pic of you doing 100 sit-ups waiting for the day he gets out. And you know what's the crazy thing, guys? And that's also a new part of the story for all the people that have already heard the story before. That motherfucker just got released. And he is back in his original home, which is only like a block and a half away from me. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. Bones got released. Bones is now released, guys. So,
Mine was obsessed
Hey.
with guns and all drew them.
Bones,
and
you're
in
coming,
a
buddy?
writing club where we had to present, he presented graphic details ABT his experience with them. He had a list, and worst part is he liked my friend and she rejected him and I had tea.
What?
My name is Roy E, and this is the story of the time I found out I had dyslexia. I remember when I started first grade. Right away, it was awful because I couldn't read as well as the other kids. My brain mixed up letters like B and D and M and W. Why you talk over Beans shooting story?
My
dog,
bad, because
Kevin
I wasn't done
Turple.
with the Bones story, man. I wasn't done with the Bones story. Yes, Bones was a crazy
Started working
motherfucker.
really hard on how to read better. My family helped me by making me read everything from menus, to cereal boxes, to road signs. Today, I read a year above my grade level. And I learned to face my problems, not run away from them.
If Escape does a stream soon, we know what happens? Yes. Okay, yes, Bean, I'll read yours. Okay, let me read your message. My bad, buddy. You're right. Mine was that mine was obsessed with guns. Huh? Okay, mine was obsessed with guns and always drew them. And in writing club where we had to represent, he presented graphic details about his experience with them. He had a list, and the worst part, he liked my friend and she rejected him, and I had to be around her like a guard dog because he basically stalked her at school. Wait, no way. Yeah, no, dude. I mean, oh my goodness. Yeah, whenever Bones was trying to get us to get a ride from us, what we had to do, right, was we had to run, motherfucker. We sprinted out that school every day because we knew he was going to be waiting. Like, hey, Patrick, like, can you give us a ride today? Can you give me a ride today? Like, shit. Because the original time, the first time we gave that motherfucker a ride was I was just riding around, right? So my friend used to give me rides, right? Because I didn't have my license at the time. So what he did, he was driving me home or whatever because we lived down the street from each other. And Bones, we saw Bones out there, right? And we thought the kid was a little weird at the time. But this is like when we first met him was the beginning of the school year. And I was like, pick him up. Because I saw him, like, it looked like he was hitchhiking with his backpack. So we were like, pick him up. That honestly, it wasn't a horrible mistake because we knew we weren't on that list. But at the same time, it was a horrible mistake that we had to be boys with him. You know what I mean? So but at the end of the day, we saved their life. So it was probably worth the investment here.
I wasn't scared. I would be telling him, yo, you need a backup.
Dude,
bro,
what the hell?
Cause he would be getting way too close to my friend.
He said Patty shot ropes all over his closet dresser and chair. Dude, why do you think like that? Did you vote Harris? Dude, I don't vote. But dude, I'm telling you.
I've become friends with school shooters.
That's got to be sampled in a song or something. Okay. So that's my story about Bones. Okay, yes, I did befriend a school shooter, sort of. Almost school shooter. Basker, you're getting political? Yeah, I'm going to be honest. This wasn't even meant to be political at all, guys. That's the thing. You just got the hope that your classroom window. Yeah, no, it was, dude. I was in the center of the school, too.